Well, as you can see, we've got the little prince that is moving around in amongst Chitwa Lodge. You can see a few sticks and other things there, which I apologize about, but you know how he is. He likes to be in it. And so what is really interesting about the sighting, and because we've only had no leopards around lately, we've decided we're not going to give you one, we're going to give you two. And just in case two is not enough, because there's Thamba up in the tree with his friend Hosana down below, there's also a third one here as well. So we've got three different leopards. You see the third one, Vildi, that is just on the other side there. So like I say, I apologize, we're in the middle of Chitwa Lodge, but there's the third leopard over there. So what I looks like to me is Thandi, Hosana and Thamba. That's what it looks like. Now Thamba's got a bit of kill up in the tree. You can see Hosana messing around, so let's rather look at the ones up in the tree than these two that are playing around in amongst all of the stuff. You can see Hosana doesn't really care too much. He's sniffing around, checking which guests have been sitting on what things and what has been actually happening. And now he's going to come up towards the tree, and it's going to be interesting to see what the reaction is from Thamba up in the tree. So we have a leopard trifecta, and I was saying to VM, I wonder if we're going to get all T's. There you go. He's picked up a piece of a leg. So this is what remains from Tingana's kill. So this is actually what really is quite incredible about all of this, is that this is 4 leopards that have fed off the same kill, plus 2 male lions, basically, is what we have. It's a really incredible situation. So there we go. There's Tingana having his feast and going to chew the last bits of that leg. How cool is this? Like I say, so we didn't have leopards for a few days, but we're more than making up for it now by having a whole bunch of them all together. So, Linda, you say it's cat a day after all. Well, yes, it is about as good a cat a day as you can ever ask for when you get not one but two. Well, not two actually, but 3 leopards all in one place together. Catterday certainly is off to a rollicking start. So super, super cool to see them. And you can see there's Thamba busy tucking into whatever it is that is up there. I'm not sure what he actually has, but amazing how relaxed they all are together. And what amazes me about this whole situation is that Thamba is feeding, Hosana is feeding, and Thandi's just sitting and not even paying attention to either of them, and neither of the boys are growling at each other at this stage. It really is very odd. They are, after all related, and they all have their kind of situation where they are in the same bloodline. But now, I didn't do it. You wondering if they possibly could fight. Well, we know that Thamba and Hosana have come together and that they have growled and hissed, but there was no physical kind of contact that was made between the two of them. So it's an interesting sort of situation. They're both young individuals. They're not dominant yet, and therefore they're actually a little bit more tolerant. But it's going to be super interesting to see what happens once Hosana, let's say, finishes this leg, or Thamba finishes his, when they come back down, as to what the interaction is going to be. The amazing part about all of this for me is that Thandi is sitting with her back to both these boys and is not even caring whatsoever. Well, what I presume is Thandi sitting over there. I think it must be her. It looks like it's quite a bit bulky, so maybe it's not actually her after all. But I think it's Thandi over there, and that means that she's actually not even perturbed by the presence of Hosana, who's lying closer to her than Thamba and is not in any way defending it. Is that Tingana? It is Tingana. It is a male. So all 3 are boys. How ridiculous is this? That is amazing. So it's a father-son weekend. It's a getaway. We're all going away for a holiday. That's absolutely unbelievable. I would never have expected Tingana to be this relaxed with 2 young boys who are feeding off kills that he's made in the past. That is the most insane thing that I really didn't think that would be the case. It's amazing to see. And the boys are crunching. They're eating and they're feeding quite excessively. So it is... I'm quite surprised. Maybe it's Mvula. Mvula we know would not be too worried about this, but I can't see nicely to actually know who it is. With their back to us like that, it's really very difficult to tell who this individual actually is. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a male. That's for a big male. So we'll have to just go around just now and have a look at who exactly it is. Now, Thamba is still peering through his bush at the top there. He's just watching what's going on and every now and then feasting on what's happening. But how ridiculous is this? 3 male leopards in one sighting is just absolute chaos. It really is.